Hey guys, Swervy here. Welcome back to Talking Hytel. Today, the Hytel team surprised us with quite a few new clips and images that are very interesting. They also gave us some exciting news pertaining to the future of Hytel. We can expect some big things to be announced later in the year, and we cannot wait to see what the Hytel team has in store for us. Let's not waste any time shamelessly plugging our media today and get right into this month's blog post. In the first section, the Hytel team mentions that they loved how the community embraced the amazing new Mosshorn creature, which was mentioned in the previous blog post. On top of this, they give us a fantastic new screenshot of not just one Mosshorns, but two. Pertaining to this couple, it could indicate a gender split, with both a male and female standing together. Judging by the udders of the right Mosshorn, that is likely the case. Mossy milk, anyone? I'd also like to mention, we see a fairly large structure in the background. We aren't sure what this is, but it looks very interesting and we cannot wait to get a better look at it sometime down the line. Domestication of these animals is also a possibility. Imagine riding into battle on one of these beasts. How much fun would that be? The Hytel team had a great segue into the next topic of the post, mentioning that those jaws were made for munching. And that's where Hytel's newly dynamic plants come in. This likely indicates that Mosshorns will primarily be vegetarian. Leading into the dynamic plant growth section of the blog post, they've recently implemented a key feature for farming. This allows the team to simulate natural growth outside of the context of farming. Shown in the clip below, the player plants some young wild cacti in the deserts of Zone 2. Over time, each cactus grows in a different manner and adopts a different shape. The team also notes that the growth rates shown in the following clips aren't finalized. They've been set to temporary values for the purpose of the demonstration, of course. In addition to this, it's more than likely that the growth rates will be changed through fertilizer, which wasn't showcased in this clip unfortunately. However, we have seen it in game. It's also noted that each plant grows and propagates in different ways. This means that one plant species will vary in growth rate and general speed, the more that it is used. There are two more examples given to us in the form of a group of mushrooms and a berry bush. Starting with the mushrooms, we can see the player place some seeds on the ground with no plowing needed. Over time, the mushroom blossoms into a circle. As for the berry bush, we can see how vastly different plants can be. Once again, this propagation method involves planting seeds without having to plow the ground. In this case though, as the plant matures, it seems to drop its own seeds, therefore spreading and growing in size. While we have seen this many times before, I'd like to quickly mention how astonishing the dynamic lighting showcased in these clips is. They've done such a great job in every aspect of their game, and we really can't wait to see what they have in store for us. They even mentioned that they were approaching a point where they'll be ready to unveil parts of Hytel that have never been presented before. They talk about how they've taken a long, hard look into every area of Hytel. This is great news, as it's an indication of the final stages in development, but more on that later. For now, we were given 4 screenshots pertaining to the varying gameplay, beginning with this one based in Zone 2. We see a player in a little camp. They have a tent perched up with a well and what looks to be a storage area. This could be an example of what an initial base would look like when first loading up a world. Their armor, or lack thereof, also further supports the theory that the player has just started on their journey throughout Orbis. It's also very clear to us that a sandstorm event is occurring at this time. This is something that the devs have mentioned before, however this is a real showcase of it. Notice how the player's sight is decreased, as well as the particles shown on screen. What a neat feature! Finally, I'd like to mention the epic prefabs far off in the distance. Imagine what kind of loot we'll be able to find in those. Moving into the next screenshot, we see the first ever showcase of a baby Farron. It is so cute and I cannot wait to see how it'll interact with us. Anyway, this screenshot beautifully acknowledges the atmosphere in this zone. Even though Zone 2 is a desert wasteland, it still provides great beauty, in this case in the form of an oasis biome. A quick feature we noticed was this hardened rock that you can see towards the left of the image. It seems to resemble a termite mound. This wouldn't be a surprise, as the devs have already proven their great attention to detail. Another screenshot appears to have some element of Zone 2 in it, as well as Zone 3. The terrain is very interesting, and we can also see a cave seamlessly implemented into a mountain. The trees look very nice, and give off some nice autumn vibes. The rocks or spikes sticking out of the ground are very interesting and make Hytel's terrain generation even more impressive. We've never even seen anything like this, so it makes me wonder what we'll see in the future. There isn't too much else to say about this screenshot, but it has a beautiful atmosphere and I cannot wait to explore this part of Orbis. We also see one more screenshot which appears to be in Zone 3, or it could be Zone 1, we're not sure. We do see a mountain peak with snow in the distance and it looks like these trees are from Zone 3, but the color seems to match Zone 1. Anyway, In this screenshot, we see some very interesting brick ruins. There isn't too much to say about them, but they are very interesting. I'm not sure what they'll correlate to, but maybe we'll find some hidden chests scattered around. Now that we've looked at the new screenshots and gameplay clips, we can look at the upcoming Hytel updates as well as job opportunities. The Hytel team has big plans for the future, stating that they have really enjoyed giving the community a glimpse behind the scenes throughout the progress update blog posts over the course of this year. However, sometimes game development doesn't break down nearly into regular roundups. They state that they are currently working on a number of features that need to be kept under wraps until they're ready to be properly unveiled, as well as other aspects of the game that they want the players to discover for themselves. This is absolutely fantastic news, as it implies that we will be seeing bigger features sometime in the upcoming months. We discussed this in the last blog post video, but now it seems like things might really be pointing towards a 2020 or at least an early 2021 beta. They've given us multiple progress updates filled with technical features, so it would make sense for them to start moving towards announcing bigger gameplay mechanics. This is very exciting news, and the Hytel team has lots of different things that they could surprise us with in the near future. If that wasn't enough exciting news, they also mentioned that they're not going to go silent in the meantime. However, over the next few weeks and months, we can expect to see them becoming more active on social media, as they will be providing a new postcard from Orbis screenshot every week. They're also going to be working on a new fan art showcase, and they mentioned that you guys should tweet your creations at them with the Hytel fan art hashtag. They are proceeding to interact with the community more, giving us small bits of info building up to the eventual beta release, which is amazing. We love seeing the Hytel team interact with the community, and it seems like they're making it a big priority now. They also mentioned that they've been hard at work on elements of the game like adventure, PvP, and other main parts of Hytel. This is very great news, as the adventure mode as well as the PvP will carry lots of the Hytel community. This month's blog post contained lots of interesting information and makes us wonder what we will be seeing next from the Hytel team. We'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more Hytel updates. We will make sure to cover all of the upcoming blog posts and cannot wait to see what the Hytel team will throw at us next. Oh, and before I go, did you really think I'd let you get away without some plugging? Of course, I'd like to quickly mention our Discord and Twitter. Both can be found in the description down below. If you're interested in talking to us, our community, or sharing your theories and ideas about this month's blog posts, we'd love to hear them, so make sure to join. You can also visit our Twitter page for news about the game and future content before it reaches the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next one, but until then, see ya!